Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Invisibility cloak. Mysterious wand. Peach. Събираме the deadly hallows. Само камъка не става. Така. Офлайн минах няколко квеста. Че да пали тук един камък. Ще отново се бяха понатрупали тук. Сега почти не останаха. Имам един час някъде да убивам преди работа, така че смятам да прогресна малко повече. И да видим това яйце, какво ще го правим. Махнах пимп пълтото, ама това ма кеф повече, искам да е по Dark Wizard работата. Попи, здравей!
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How?
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Нормално.
Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
Simple. Значи, първо, правило. Нищо не е dangerous. Нищо не е dangerous. Всичко е simple за нас.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Why not keep the egg? Виж, ето е добър
I don't
въпрос.
suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No. It belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return the egg.
Явно няма да го запазим.
If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Да я мисля за психичното здраве на дракона. Добре.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely.
Къде е?
It looks
Къде
as
бе?
if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Не пречи да се бре няколко гъби по пътя.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering
For what it's worth,
what
she
her
doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Коста? Вълци. Те ще се оправят помежду си. Коста, къде забих сега, бе?
There she is again.
She's
Реперо. Това?
fantastic.
From a distance.
Графиката, това нещо наистина е уникална просто. С всичко, което виждаш. Нямам думи. Единственото по-силно нещо от графиката е музиката, която се подбрали.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Лъчва се пипата.
Repair.
Не, тук няма такива филми. Има и това няма. Ви падаме.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a grapple.
Or just raring for a fight.
Ела ти върна яйцето. Get past the dragon, closer to the nest. Пак ли ще ми трябва това тъпото заклинание, бе, човек?
She'd still be able to smell you. Smell you.
Беги, беги, беги.
Watch out! It's her domain. Good thinking, but she'd still be able to smell you.
Оу, фак. Трепа ли ма, бе, гътина омръсна. Хем се опитам ти върна детето. Те е срам.
Good thinking, but she'd still be able to smell you. We've just got to make it to the nest. Good thinking.
It's a little too warm if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well out. She's leaving! Good thinking, but she's...
Brilliant.
Па сега с толкова сполшен не съм използвал от началото на играта, отколкото само. Защо фалих тази зелка? Зелке?
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Не бе.
Revelio.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Защо ти имаш шибан дракон, бе, човек? Де да знам.
Reparo.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Айде, няма да си имаме дракон, добре. Върнах ти яйцето, какво искаш? Какво ми се репчиш, бе, човек? Айде, не дей рева толкова сто. А да, сега зими да събуди. Нямаш си друга работа. Чай викам, ще го е телеко, ще го правите вече.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. I wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Какво стана, бе?
How could I have been so blind?
Почти 26 левел. Браво аз. Айде да видим мейн квеста вече. Това с свободните явно ще чака, защото аз съм тъп, явно. Тук Дик, това ще е досадно. И тази карта, която не мога да разгадая защо. Това е което ни остава. Това е Хогвартс. Значи вече имам повече от 10-15 часа в тази игра, още не мога да се оправя с камерата като хората.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
Тук е нещо. Оп, има нещо. Кенти. Чух нещо? Не, няма.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello, Almeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course! How exciting! I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think
It
he
might.
simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker.
Колко е мисля, че gobbledygook,
to
тъй като
confirm
някаква
subtle bits of
скоро
pronunciation and
поговорка.
tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Окей. Че далече бе. Нещо по-близко. Това май най-близкото. Ай, пътя му да избим някой друго копеля.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Нещо, което научих наскоро е, че като летиш до земята, не ти хаби метъра за бързата скорост. Колкото по-нагоре си, толкова повече ти умира метлата.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Да, те с мъжли трябва да ги взема скоро време, защото вече се изнервам, като няма място в инвентара.
A friend
Седем
who
се
speaks
занимава с
gobbledygook
тях.
is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And
Това
why
ме
can't
помня
we
как
come
бях
with
в
us?
Гърция.
We need
Грам не
some
разбрах какво си
idea of
говорят
what
тези хора.
Ranrock knows or is plotting.
Чак се очудвам, че
I
си предават
suspect a
толкова много
careless
информация
loyalist may have left
с
plans
тези
behind.
звуци.
And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye
Ай,
above
стига
the
пак с това,
enchanted
бе.
door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access.
Хубаво, ще кажеш, знаеш, че ги мразят тези мисии.
That shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I
Давай,
can do this.
айде
I will
давай.
await your return. I shall see you soon.
Този спел трябва да е забранен. Сега не мога да летя. Хубаво е.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
This lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
Yep, that's still on.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Опа, еда.
We need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as to say the least. I'll get us through here safely, Amit.
Споко.
You have my word.
Тук нещо. Не.
We're being watched by a door.
Revelio. Yes, of course.
We won't get through as long as we can be seen.
Revelio. I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
I hope you do. Че докато бачка ще ми взема парите. Ко?
Revelio.
Madre.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or scenarios. We can't return to Lockrock and Not quite.
Ти трябва да е някакъв бък.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Revelio.
Тук няма къде ходам. Къде я ходим? Но тук има.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. There must be more notes around here. Revelio.
Oh, видях.
Accio. Revelio.
Трак. Трак.
Revelio.
Тук има някакви купалета за бене. Какво направи?
How dare you! How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet.
Добре, това вече знам как става.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Да.
Revelio. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Това ме любимото. Като съм обикалял 2 часа някъде, после ми каже екзит. Ще кажеш, помня откъде съм взел.
There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Надявам се да има.
Revelio.
Надявам се и това да ми свърши някаква работа вече. Благодаря ти. Добре.
Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So I was surprised to find a witch there who'd set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I'll never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Така. Мятаме третия трайл, който чух, че е топ.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me
Им, как измислят
You
те си имена?
shall be witness to a fable Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
Without being seen, обаче аз не виждам.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
What the fuck? Това е супер красиво. Разбрах. Пак сте от месиве, човек. Писна.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere.
Сигурно. Оп.
I need to time this just right.
Не, копале, не. Копале. Не казах. Не го таймнах just right. Интересно сега. Не дей да идваш тук. Бегай!
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Голям си. Определено.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Perhaps. Или пък не. Чакай бе, много сте бе.
This is my chance. Come and leave. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Хайде бегай бе. Мразя сте от месии. Къде го гледаш ти, бе, човек?
Nothing this way but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Оп. Пак обикалят навсякъде те са. Ай, шеф отгоре.
Now's my chance.
Доста интенс, като за стилът на север.
That's the way forward. Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Okay.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
Взехме Invisibility Cloak.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Invisibility Cloak. Mysterious Wand. Пич. Събираме да Deadly Hallows. Само камъка не стана. И бягаме от смъртта. Това е точно историята от книгите.
I've never felt such power.
Трябва бързица. Не може да използваме. Добре, хубаво. Ай, с тия скилове ще играем добре.
Бомбард!
Аз сега ще ги бием ли тя? Добре, бе, копа.
Defender! Bombarder! Stupid! Defender!
Не може да използваме Dark Arts тук.
Bombarder! Descender! Bombarder! Defender! Potato! Bombarder! Defender! Stupid! Descender! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Stupid! Descender! Defender! Bombarder! Potato! Stupid! Defender. Bombarder. Defender.
Тая пръчка прави много тежък демидж. Шефа. Ама шефе, аз имам 2 дедли халоуса вече.
Defender. Bombarder. Depulsor. Bombarder. Descender. Defender. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Protego. Bombarder. Defender. Stupid one. Defender. Bombarder. Protego. Stupid. Bombarder. Defender. Stupid. Defender. Bombarder. Bombarder. Depulsor. Defender. Protego. Stupid. Bombarder. Defender.
Давай още, бе! Давай още, бе!
Defender. Bombarder. Protego. Stupid one. Defender. Bombarder. Depulsor. Defender. Stupid. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Depulsor. Defender. Defender. Bombarder.
Flawless victory. Камъка ми остана. Давай камъка. По-бавно можеш ли вървиш, ако обичаш?
Stone. This must be for me.
Simple stone вика. Вече сме господарите на смъртта. Аре, бате.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
I can't believe she's dead. Dear, sweet Neve. Dead.
Neve! Why?
We won't be the same without her.
Това е супер красива мисия. Честно.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Супер красиво.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Що си мисля, че отиваме към края вече?
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Добре, остава ни последен трайл.
No choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Тъй, минахме го. Третия трайл е минат, остава още един и вече сме към края на играта. Ето, този господин. Не ме гледай да ми трябва вече. Давай трябва, че искам да я превъртам Diablo 4 за скоро. Тъй като днес е работен ден.
I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Значи знам какво ще правим следващия път. Но няма да е сега, че трябва да се пачка в този живот.
If the rumors are to be believed, you've taken to increasing the beast population. Where do you find the time?
Питай ма.